What's up everybody, Mark Manson here. I want to start off talking about a fantasy, because I think we all have a very similar fantasy. No, not that kind of fantasy. It's actually a very mundane and common fantasy. We all have this fantasy that it's possible to not give a shit what people think about us. Everybody's felt this at one time or another. Everybody wishes that we were impervious to the opinions of those around us, that we had a perfect confidence that was imperturbable to the environs, that insults and haters bounced off us like fucking bullets on Superman's chest, that we can reach this perfect mental state where our insecurities melt away and we're left with this shining hero who's gonna take over the fucking world. But then we open our mouths and realize what a dumbass we are. And it's back to square one. So I recently hosted an AMA, Ask Mark Anything, on my website for my site members, and of course, the number one question was this: why do we care so much what other people think? How do we stop caring so much what other people think? This got upvoted like 200 fucking times. Everybody wants to know this. And so, YouTube land, I decided to come on here and answer this publicly. To answer it once and for all. I've got a short answer, a long answer, and an answer that will probably surprise you. So stick around. So before I dive into how to stop caring what other people think about you, I need you to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Why? Because I am a desperately insecure human being who derives all validation from external sources. In fact, my entire self-esteem rides on the back of arbitrary numbers that go up and down on the internet. So please, save a soul, click the like button, click the fucking subscribe button. Alright, so now that we've got that out of the way, here's the short answer of why you care what other people think. Because you're not a psychopath, okay? Because caring what other people think about you is what makes you a good human being. Can you imagine a world where like a child gets cancer and you don't fucking care? That your mom gets hit by a bus and you're like, not my problem. That would be a horrible fucking world. And this is what I think a lot of people who ask this question forget. Yes, the opinions and perceptions of other people can be very stressful and cause us anxiety, but they also cause pretty much everything good in life as well. They lead to joy, empathy, compassion, friendship. Seriously, who wants to get rid of that stuff? So when I hear people say, how do I stop caring what other people think? I kind of translate it for them. What they're really asking is, how do I better manage what other people think? Now that's a real fucking question. And that brings us to the long answer. Let's go back a couple million years. Humans suck. We're pretty bad at almost everything in nature. We're weak, we're slow, we're bad at climbing things, our teeth aren't very sharp. If you compare us to other mammals in the animal kingdom, we're pretty bad at just about everything. In fact, the only thing that is particularly notable about humans that makes us stand out, that makes us superior in any way to other creatures, is our intelligence. And our intelligence evolved because we are highly sociable creatures. Like the chameleon's skin that changes color or the cheetah that's fast as fuck. Human intelligence and the socializing that is built upon that intelligence is our evolutionary superpower. It's what got us here. It's what helped us survive and replicate to the point that I'm sitting here talking to a fucking camera and you're listening. Therefore, sociability is literally ingrained into our nervous system. We need to interact with other humans around us to stay physically healthy, to stay mentally healthy. Now, for the vast majority of human history, we evolved in small tribes, groups of, I think anywhere from 30 people up to maybe 120 people. Now, these tribes were extremely close-knit. They usually consisted of 1 to 3 extended families who kind of intermingled with each other. Every social relationship mattered. Everybody was always depending on other people for their own survival. So if you've got Ducky McDickface over there who keeps on wasting food and makes a bunch of noise at night when predators are about, the other 29 people in the tribe get pretty fucking pissed off at that guy. And if they kick him out of the tribe, he's dead. Humans cannot survive alone for very long in the wild. And so as a result of that fact, we are evolved to equate social rejection with death. Being rejected by the tribe is a threat to our safety. This is why social rejection feels so utterly painful. Somebody refusing your invitation to the school dance is like just as traumatizing as getting in a car accident or getting a kidney transplant. It's an absolutely earth-shaking shaking experience the first time it happens. So I guess my point in all of this is that these feelings of social dependency, of being highly concerned with what the people around you think, it's a completely natural part of the human condition. Everybody experiences it to a certain extent, and everybody has to learn how to cope with it. Now, let's talk about what makes modern life so awesome. I mean, you got the fucking video games, you got air travel, you got virtual realities coming. That's all great. But what's best about modern life is that you can pick your own tribe. You can change tribes. So if you get rejected or ostracized from one tribe, you can go find a better tribe. Another way to think about this is that you can never stop seeking social validation. You will always crave social validation. But what you can change is which people you seek that validation from. You can decide who are the people you want to impress. Who are the people worth impressing? And this is the problem with most people who ask this question. They have surrounded themselves by petty, shitty people. And because they're surrounded by petty, shitty people, they constantly crave validation from petty, shitty people. And there's nothing worse than trying to be validated by somebody who is supremely selfish. Instead of not caring what people think, just find better people. Surround yourself by people that you admire, people you look up to, people who can teach you something, who respect you for who you are. So it sounds pretty simple, right? No problem. Just find some better people. It's not that easy. Cue the harsh truth of the day. The harsh truth of the day is that if you care too much what other people think, it's probably because you don't have something more important to care about. Think about it. Let's do a thought experiment. Let's pretend a baby is trapped in a burning building, and you're the only person that knows that that baby is there. Now all these people are standing around, and you're like, oh my god, I gotta go save that baby. And you start running into the building, and all these people you know are like, man, what's Mark doing? That's fucking crazy. Wow, you're an idiot, Mark. Who runs into a burning building? They start talking all this shit. Would that stop you from going into that building? No, you don't fucking care what people on the street think. There's a fucking kid who's about to die. You go save that fucking life. And when you come out, you also don't care what they think. You either did it or you didn't. You know, if you come out and they're all like, oh my god, Mark, you're such a great guy, woohoo. You know, it's like, what matters is the kid's life. Beyond the social validation, beyond the embarrassment, the approval, people agreeing or disagreeing with you, saving somebody's life is what matters in that moment. Now that's an extreme example, but the same principle plays out throughout life. You will stop caring what other people think about you when you have something more important to care about. When you have something worth being embarrassed over. When you have something worth being ridiculed for. When you believe in something so intensely that it's so important that if you're willing to lose friends or the respect of your neighbors, that's when you stop caring what other people think. And the irony of this, of course, is that that is the moment that everybody starts respecting you. Be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel. I post shit like this like almost every week, weekly-ish. And leave in the comments what is so important in your life that you're willing to be ridiculed for it. If you can't answer that easily, that might be the problem. Till next time, this is Mark Manson, pretending to salute. Peace.